Action.
Hey folks, well, we missed you, and in the meantime I got ahead of myself and I buckled this bow. And this is something that is going to happen when you've got this thinner stuff you can see right there in the center, just like it should. It buckled on me. However, because of the bend we put in it, we can actually do the reverse on it. So it's still functional, and will be. It's just not what I was trying to teach you how to make. And that's just it. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it shoots you in the foot. But if you quit, then you don't accomplish anything. So we're going to make it work. And as a wise man once said, if it's good enough, it's good enough. All we're trying to do is throw an arrow, throw a stick. There you have it. Okay? Got a bow. And that sucker's going to let an arrow loose. Probably pretty good. Now I made a little crack in it. You see that? So this is why we want to use the thicker gauge PVC. And that was my bad for not using it. But anyways, let's make an arrow real quick and we can show you guys how it's going to shoot. Meanwhile, we'll let it sit there and see if it can't explode itself. Or not. Here we go. This is a blowgun that I had made for my good friend here. We're going to sacrifice the blowgun because we've got a good arrow shaft right there. Easy enough. There's some videos that tell you to use cattails and this and that. If you find something straight, isn't too heavy, you think it'll shoot, that works. We had some silver duct tape right here. This is what we're going to make our flights out of. And that's even simpler. Okay. A couple of these little bends. Doesn't have to be perfect. Basically something to catch the air and keep the arrow upright. Otherwise it'll tumble. Now, as crude as that is, that's actually going to serve the very purpose that we need. I just happen to have scissors on my knife. We'll trim them up, make it look a little bit pretty since we're doing the whole Ziggy Stardust look. But if you do have to leave them flat because you don't have the amenities of a pair of scissors or something halfway sharp, if you roll them, it's going to give it a natural spin in the air, which is what you want. The next thing you have to establish is a knock. Traditionally, the natives wouldn't use one. They would do what's called a thumb hook pole. And so they would actually take a nut, put two holes in it, string going through, and then they would carve a little notch on the other side. The nut would go around the string above the arrow, and it would hook onto their thumb, and they would hold it like this. So when they drew back, they're pinching the arrow, but the string and the nut that's on their thumb are actually holding the string. I can show you how to make that. That'll be a totally different video. We're going to go ahead and use this bit of rubber. And this was from a kite, but it's going to work just fine. So we've got ourselves a notched arrow. Okay, it's hanging itself on there. Yep, comes out of there real easy. Good. We've got a center point. Now once you've actually made the bow and you found a good center on it, you can mark that with a pen or whatever, and you can tie yourself another knot there, wrap yourself a piece of wire, put some tape around it. What that's going to do is this is going to mark your knock. You always want your knock above the arrow. If you put it below, you're just as likely for that arrow to go up or sideways and shoot somebody or your buddy next to you, and you don't want that. Unless he stole your food. Alright, looks like we're pretty good. Let's go outside and have a look at how this shoots.